it off of Pinterest, and then I go in and recreate it myself, give it my own little flair. This one was a little blueberry moment with some ombre in the letters, and I personally love it. I think it turned out really well with all the blues and greens, which are very much what I like. Usually I just draw my design at the top that includes the month, and then I put the calendar of the entire month at the bottom, including the days of the week. And then I circle or I highlight the days of the week that I plan on working. And that's pretty much it for the cover page. So let's talk about my April goals and intentions before we jump into what I plan on doing for the upcoming month of May. So typically I write out a monthly page like this. I put what I'm grateful for, my intentions, and some affirmations at the bottom, along with some goals along the side. So let's go over these. So first, under gratitude, I wrote that I'm thankful for the courage to go and do new things. Obviously, talking about travel nursing, I'm just in a space where I'm very grateful and blessed to be able to live out my dreams. And I'm also very thankful for my family and friends' encouragement. And then for intentions, I have that I want to be brave, step out on faith, and work hard. And I think that I've done that. I think just by coming out here, working my hardest, I haven't always been my full, bold, bubbly self, but I'm working on it. And we're all still a work in progress. Next, I said that I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. on work days and 10 a.m. on off days. And I think I can definitely count this one as a win. I definitely have to wake up at 6 a.m. on my work days. That's like just to get to work, I have to wake up at 6. And then on my off days, I can only think of really one day that I woke up really late, and it was probably around 12. But every other day I've been doing way better with waking up earlier to get my day started and just be productive overall. Next, I said drink 2 big bottles of water, and I haven't done this, but I have been drinking more water, which I'm happy about, so we'll definitely count that one as a win as well. Next in my intentions is posting a new video every single week, and if I remember correctly, including this video that you're watching right now, I will have posted, as long as I get it up on time, 3 videos in the month of April, which I'm really happy about. It's a lot better than my normal every other week, but it's still a long way from being consistent. So we're working towards our goal of every single week. Also, you guys know that the first week in April, I was moving and getting settled. So I'm going to give myself some grace. We will just do better in May. Next intention is work out 5 times a week. Definitely did not get that one done. We will just adjust that goal and move it into May. I did hang out with 2 friends this month though, and I'm really excited about that. I am typically a homebody. I love to hang out with my husband and my dog and just chill at home. So that has definitely been a struggle for me, especially with everyone's schedules being so different and time consuming. But I found a way and hung out with 2 of my friends this month, and I'm very, very happy and proud of myself. Next is get outside every day. And while I don't think I got outside every single day, I definitely was outside a lot more than I would be in Tyler. And that in essence was my goal, was to just get out, explore, experience nature. And I think I've definitely done that here in Austin. So we'll count that as a win. For affirmations, I wrote, God has prepared me for the things he is calling me to do. God will continue to grow me, and God is stretching me. Very simple there. And I'm very happy with the way my April turned out. So, a few of my goals for April were to be more friendly and outgoing, which I think I definitely did. My natural tendency is when I do not know people, I am naturally just more shy and reserved and more laid back, and I am mostly an introvert. So, I really had to get out of my shell and be more outgoing with people. And I really wanted to do this in the workplace. And I think I accomplished that. And I think it was received really well. Next, get active on every off day. And I can definitely say that I did that. I have been working out every day on my off days. Or if I'm not working out, I'm definitely out and about in Austin exploring. So, definitely a win. Next, be more present and kind to yourself. I will definitely count this as a win. I can only remember one day where I was super frustrated with myself about something that happened at work. But other than that, I've been trying to give myself grace and just be more intentional about being kind to myself. Last goal was to save at least $1,000, and we were not able to do that this month. A lot of my expenses for travel nursing had to come out up front, like my moving expenses and the whole extra apartment that we're now paying for. And so a lot of this month was spent kind of playing catch up, kind of paying off those expenses as we went. And so we were not able to save $1,000, but we're working towards that for the month of May. And we will go into how I track my budget in the second half of this video. Check out the time cards below if you're looking to skip. Let's get into the scriptures for the month. Matthew 16:25 states, "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it." 2 Corinthians 9:6 says, "Remember this, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously." Last one is Esther 2:15. When the turn came for Esther to go to the king, she asked nothing other than what Haggai suggested, and Esther won the favor of everyone who saw her. These are just scriptures that I've done Bible studies on throughout the month that really stood out to me. If you guys are interested in more Bible studies or Bible study with me type videos, you should check out Melody Alyssa. That last scripture from Esther came from a Bible study that she did on her channel. And also comment down below if you're interested in that type of content, and maybe I'll do one. These are my YouTube plans. If you guys are seeing this video right now, which I hope you guys are, then that means that I got 3 videos up this month, as I stated before, and hopefully that video went out on April 27th at 10 a.m. I'm trying to post every Thursday for you guys now at 10 a.m. It seems to work out better for you guys, and it also works out really good for my schedule as well. All right, so let's get into May. For May, I drew a mason jar with some flowers, and I think they came out really, really nice. If you can see the detail, like they're pretty detailed and they're pretty fire, if I do say so myself. And then I just obviously wrote my calendar down at the bottom, highlighted the days that I have to work always. On the next page, I have my goals. So this little goals at the bottom is just a sticker that I bought. And then this is just a font that I've been using. It is called Bubbly Bold. And I wrote out, I will study my Bible every day. I will develop and stick to my morning and night routine. We will save $1,000 for our dream home. We will have one new business partner. If you guys don't know, me and my husband do have business, and so we're looking to add one new business partner this month. I will post 4 new videos by the end of May. I will have 3,400 subs by the end of May. I will have my UGC portfolio finalized, and I will develop better eating and exercise habits by the end of May. So, as you can see, I kind of tweaked that goal of exercising 5 times a week, and I want to focus more on the habits because I know that if I focus on the process and like the journey, then it will result in better habits, and better habits will ultimately bring me to the end result that I want. And then also, if you guys don't know, UGC is just user generated content, and it basically just means that you're filming content for the brand itself to post on their page. So you don't really have to have a lucrative following in order to do it. And I think that it's a little bit more interesting to me in this season of my life. So I'm going to give it a go. On the next page, I have my morning and night routine. I'm just going to draw little doodles next to them. And if you guys remember, on my goals, I said that I wanted to have better routines and be dedicated to sticking to my morning and night routines. So I'm going to write out my routines right here. Next up, we're gonna go into my monthly budget. Now that I'm travel nursing, things look a little bit different. Usually me and Keon get together, and because our finances are all joint, we get together and go over everything together. But this month we had just got together on a call and discussed our finances before I went in and edited and readjusted everything for the month of May. Before I get started, this is not financial advice at all. This is just me sharing with you guys what I do personally and what works for me and my husband. You guys should always consult with your spouse or whoever you put your money together with, as well as any financial advisors that you personally have, because I don't personally know your exact situation. I just know my situation and what works for us. So that's what I'm going to be sharing today. If you guys have any questions about anything that I go over in this video, go ahead and leave your comments down below in the comments and we can have a little discussion. Okay, so if you guys can see my screen here, basically I am still a spreadsheet girly. So, well, I guess I'm a newly spreadsheet girly. I've been doing this since like maybe June of last year. And so I purchased this. I'll have everything linked down below. So I'll put this link to the spreadsheet down below so that you guys can use it if you like. I love like the pastel kind of colors on it. It charts everything. If you guys can see up on the top right where it says spending breakdown. So it has like a little pie diagram that pops up whenever you are spending money. And I have all of our expenses and everything on here. So I try and do a zero-based budget. Doesn't always happen. I just planned out our budget for May, and so we have $31.69 that I could probably put in savings somewhere, but just thinking about it, it doesn't really make sense to do that. I'd rather have it kind of as a buffer just for like expenses that pop up. I actually need to make sure our miscellaneous. Yeah, actually I'm gonna put it in miscellaneous. So 71.69. Oh, apparently 81.69. Okay, so yeah, I just went ahead and put that $30 into miscellaneous because I was going to use it as a buffer anyway for any expenses that come up that we may not be aware of, that we just need to go ahead and pay. So it gives us like a little $80 buffer. And typically we have all of our bills over here on the side. I have the expenses here in the middle, and then our savings over here on the right. And then down below, I also have our payments. So like our rent payments, our car payments, all of that, our debt payments that we're doing. So right now we are doing a snowball method. I'm not going to show you guys right now where we're at. I don't feel comfortable doing that right now, but I did want to just show you guys this template because I really do love this template. I try and track out exactly what we're spending money on. So if you can see over here, there's the expense tracker. So, and then you can also see based on your budget, this little graph up here, you see your bills, how much your bills are, how much your expenses are, which our expenses are way too high. Savings, which is actually really good this month, so I'm excited about that. And then investments, technically I don't have an investment thing on here anymore. It starts off having an investment category, but for us, since we weren't heavily investing and we were more so focused on our debt payments, I turned that into a debt payment, debt totals over here. So it just has our debt totals, and you can see right now I just have Keon's car and my car both on here. Currently, like I said, we're doing a snowball method. So we paid off the smaller debts that we had, like our phones, cards, all of that, and now we are focused on paying off Keon's car. We have about $6,000 left on that, and then we will go into paying off my car, which we still have about $10,000, really $11,000 left on. So just to give you a little bit of like a money background, we do have quite a bit of debt that we are working on paying off through the snowball method. So that's why you see over here in this category, there is quite a large debt column as well. But that's good because that means we're paying off a lot of debt every month. We do have a lot of expenses, but we're paying off a lot of debt and we're saving quite a big chunk of money. We're planning to this month save quite a big chunk of money. And yeah, we have 2 rents that we're having to pay, so that's part of why our expenses are high. Travel nursing, you have to maintain your home address as well as your address wherever you are traveling to. And even though I'm only about 4 hours down the road, it would be a hassle to have to get off every night and go back home. So it was important for me to find somewhere to stay out here while I am traveling. But yeah, you guys, this is kind of our breakdown of our budget. We already have an emergency fund in place, so that's why you don't see us saving any for the emergency fund. We have short-term savings, but right now I'm not putting anything there. We have our long-term savings for our house that I'm putting $1,500 towards. We have our savings for our rent for next month, which is $1,550. And then I do have a Roth IRA that I'm starting to deposit money into, especially since I'm travel nursing and I don't have a 401k that I'm putting money into. I really want to focus on putting money into our Roth IRA. So we're going to do about $200 for that. I do tithe, so you guys see my tithes right here. All of our income is over here on the left. And then you can see all of our expenses like gas, dining out, groceries, shopping, gifts, personal care, Starbucks, the dog, all the things are here. accounted for. I'm not going to go through everything and bore you guys, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys exactly how I budget. Typically every month, me and Keon will sit down. We actually just had our meeting. We'll sit down and kind of talk through different things that we need, especially for this month. Like, of course, May, we need more money for gifts because Mother's Day. And so we have, you know, a good balance there for our gifts for our mothers. And yeah, that's really it as far as certain things that we were putting aside for May. And just try and catch all those little things that you may forget if you don't sit down and like actually plan it out. So that is our budget. I am really excited for this next month. I'm really hoping that it'll be a good month financially, mentally, physically, all the things for us. Super excited. We are going on a trip, so that's why we have a little bit of travel expenses too. You can see our travel is about $1,100. We're going on a cruise with my mom, so that's both of ours. And then I also wanted to mention that me and Keon do joint budget, so we put all of our money together in one checking account, and we have a joint savings account as well as separate savings accounts. We mostly use our joint savings and our joint checking. We don't have a separate checking account. Our money goes directly to our joint account. We pay all of our bills from there. We pay all of our expenses. We take money out as needed for savings. Joint budgeting works for me and my husband because we live together on a regular basis. We have all the same expenses. It just makes sense to just put our money together and be able to work from a higher income as opposed to just putting money together for bills and then separating our money out. It just makes sense for us to put our money together and use it towards our common goals. We take our tithes out together. We pay our taxes together. We do everything together because we are one. And that's what the Bible says, is that we are one flesh. So we just do everything as one. Yeah, that's my point of view. And that's the way that we do our budget, and it works out for us. And we also have a high yield savings account. Ours is through Citibank, which I highly recommend. I think their percentage rate is the highest I've seen in a long time because the rates were going down during COVID. And so the rates are on their way kind of back up. But the rate that Citibank has for their high yield savings is a really good rate. So I would definitely recommend checking them out. I will have the link for the high yield savings account as well as this budgeting template down below for you guys. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I love watching videos like this, so I thought I would give it a shot because I love talking about how we can best steward over our money and be the best stewards over what God has given us. It's very important. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and watching, supporting me. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, make sure you press the like button and press the subscribe button down below. As you know, we're trying to reach our goal of basically 3,500 subscribers at the end of May. If you could help me out on that goal, that would be amazing. I really hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope it was helpful, informative, and I will see you guys in the next one. The next one will be a nursing vlog.